The dark side of AI. You may not want to hear this, but your friendly AI is not as friendly as you think. In fact, this new technology poses a threat unlike any we've ever seen before. Today, we'll explore the dark side of AI, so brace yourself because AI is not what you think it is. Ever since the idea of artificial intelligence was introduced back in the 1950s, scientists have been obsessed with creating it. Many have tried over the years and failed, but OpenAI finally pulled it off and they released their AI model, ChatGPT, in November last year. Now, as with any other piece of revolutionary tech, many tech giants wanted an AI model of their own, and they started pumping billions of dollars into creating their own models. And that, of course, is how the AI race started. But the problem is, all these companies are pumping money into creating something that they don't even fully understand yet. These companies have no way of predicting what their AI models will do next. Even OpenAI, the leader in the AI race, has no idea how to control ChatGPT. Creating a powerful tool is one thing, but creating a powerful tool that you have almost no control over is an entirely different thing. And that's just one side of the story. These companies are upgrading and releasing their AI models at an unprecedented rate to the public without considering how they will affect people. You see, every time we make a huge breakthrough in technology, let's say we invent a new device or find a more efficient way to do something, someone loses their job because they were the ones doing that thing before. Now, AI is pretty good at doing stuff, and this time, it's not going to replace just one person, but millions of workers. This technology has other bad sides which we'll talk about in detail. But one thing you should keep in mind is that despite its benefits, AI can be equally harmful to us. Here is the dark side of AI that you probably didn't even know existed. Spreading deepfakes and misinformation. You've probably heard of deepfakes, but what are they all about? Well, they're basically images, videos, or audio clips that have been manipulated using artificial intelligence to make it look like someone said or did something they never actually did. It's like a digital mask that can be put on anyone's face or voice. Remember that cool photo of the Pope playing basketball? Now that's a deepfake. These deepfakes are getting so realistic that it's becoming harder to tell what's real and what's fake. Deepfakes can be used to fool anyone, and you wouldn't know until it's too late. AI can also be used to generate fake news articles and social media posts, making it seem like they come from legitimate sources. Like that one image that surfaced of an explosion in the Pentagon. People ended up believing and sharing these false stories. And before you know it, the whole world is talking about something that never even happened. One of the scariest parts is that deepfakes and misinformation can be used to manipulate elections and sway public opinion. It's like someone is pulling the strings from behind the scenes, and we're all just puppets in their game. There's no denying that governments and the tech companies behind these AI models are finding solutions to identify deepfakes and stop the spread of misinformation. But it's a really tough nut to crack. Detecting deepfakes is like playing an ever-evolving game of cat and mouse with the creators. It requires constant updates and improvements to AI systems to stay one step ahead. Now, you might ask, is there no way to stay safe from this? Well, there is, but it's not easy. You need to be careful of the kind of content you consume online. Don't believe all you see. Remember that fake image of the Pentagon catching fire? It almost crashed the stock market and caused companies to lose billions of dollars. Though things returned to normal after the image was confirmed to be fake, it just shows how powerful a tool of destruction AI can be in the wrong hands. Unemployment and job displacement. Investment bank Goldman Sachs predicts that 300 million people globally will lose their jobs due to AI automation. This is the highest amount of job losses that any new technology has ever caused before. Just imagine the jobs in factories that have already been replaced by robots or automated systems. It's like watching the workforce being reshaped right before our eyes. With the rise of AI, certain tasks that used to require human skills are now being handled more efficiently and economically by machines. This in turn leads to job losses and unemployment in certain industries. It's a tough reality to face, especially for those directly impacted by these changes. Take, for example, the rise of self-checkout machines at supermarkets. While they make our shopping experience faster and more convenient, they also mean fewer job opportunities for cashiers. Similarly, in the transportation industry, the emergence of self-driving vehicles threatens the livelihoods of professional drivers. It is true that AI will replace many employees, but it is also creating new job opportunities. Now, this is often the argument most of these AI companies shove at our faces. But the problem is, not everyone has the skills to do these new jobs in the AI industry. For instance, being a prompt engineer, data analyst, or machine learning expert requires a strong technical background. These are not jobs that just anyone can do. Also, companies are not even trying to train their staff to be able to fit into these new roles. Instead, they just fire them and get someone new who can. All of this is in no way helping the average employee. The only people that seem to be benefiting from all this are the tech companies that create these AI models. They profit a lot due to huge investments and businesses buying their AI to automate tasks. So these companies profit while stripping regular people of their jobs. Autonomous weapons and warfare. Autonomous weapons, also known as killer robots, are advanced machines designed to operate and make decisions without human intervention. These AI-powered weapons can identify and engage targets independently, potentially carrying out lethal actions without direct human control. They are equipped with sophisticated sensors, algorithms, and decision-making systems that allow them to analyze their environment, select targets, and take actions based on predefined objectives. The creators of these weapons argue that they offer several potential benefits in warfare. They claim that these machines can act more swiftly and precisely than human soldiers, reducing human casualties and collateral damage. According to these companies, these weapons could potentially operate in environments too dangerous for humans, such as nuclear disaster sites or contaminated areas. Additionally, autonomous weapons could theoretically carry out missions with greater endurance and efficiency, as they don't get tired or experience fear like human soldiers. While the promises of autonomous weapons are quite appealing, their development raises significant ethical concerns. One primary concern is the loss of human control. With machines making life and death decisions, there's a risk of delegating too much power to AI systems, which lack the capacity for empathy, moral judgment, and the ability to consider the broader consequences of their actions. The prospect of autonomous weapons potentially making mistakes or being manipulated by malicious actors further intensifies these concerns. Another thing to consider is accountability. If something goes wrong during combat involving autonomous weapons, who should be held responsible? Should it be the programmers, the manufacturers, or the military commanders who deploy them? Determining who should be held responsible becomes complex when the decision-making power rests with the machines rather than humans. Autonomous weapons may also have unintended consequences. For instance, imagine a scenario where two AI-powered military systems engage in combat. The speed and complexity of their decision-making could lead to an escalating chain of actions and reactions that humans might struggle to comprehend or control, potentially resulting in unintended conflicts and spiraling violence. Also, the deployment of autonomous weapons could spark an arms race, with nations striving to outdo each other in developing and deploying these machines. This race might lead to an unstable global security landscape, where the potential for accidental escalation and miscalculations increases, further endangering human lives. You can't deny this fact because it is already happening with AI. Every tech company wants to be the one with the most advanced AI system. So what makes it different when it comes to autonomous weapons? We could witness a huge arms race, with some countries even taking very drastic measures to get their hands on these weapons. So let me ask you again, do you think AI is as innocent as it seems now? Don't forget to share your thoughts about this with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to get alerted anytime we post amazing videos like this.